Okay, let's start today's session. Okay, today we'll discuss on AWK once again, and then we'll go to the next commands. Okay, now I am taking test.txt. This file, I am analyzing this file using AWK. Now I have seen the contents of file using cat. Now I can see the contents of file using more. Okay. Okay, and now I can see the contents of file using head. In the same way, I can use AWK. AWK also we can see the contents of the file. Okay, okay. Instead, you can print in different ways. So also $0. Okay, $0 represents entire line. Entire line. This entire line indicates $0 in terms of AWK. If I want to print only the first column, I want to print a second column, third column like that. If I want to print a column wise, you need to specify the separator and then which column you want to. I am printing the first column. Now the field separator is comma. For every word, it is separated by comma. See, every word separated by comma. That's why I have a field separator, which is you need to mention the separator. You need to. I am printing the first column. If you want to print second column, you can print. If you want to print two columns, you need to mention. Okay. Okay. If I want to put some condition. If $2 greater than 400, then print $1, $2. See, in this list, yeah, in this file contents, I want to print if second column is greater than 400, then only I want to print. If second column is greater than 400, I want to print entire lines. You can print $0 also. Okay. Not only greater than, you can use double equal to. You can use less than 900. You can use anything. You can use any if conditions. Okay. I think this will have some idea on what AWK does. Let's open. Okay, in this year we have done all these things. Okay, if I want to print the duplicate records in that file, from that file, we can print like this. Okay, if I want to print duplicates, I want to remove duplicates and then print the unique numbers. Let's see what is the printing here. Okay, there are so many duplicates. Sort to unique. Okay, I see only unique records. In the same way, you can use instead of sort to unique, you can use AWK to display like this. AWK, this hyphen F field separator. Okay, now mm, ARR, I am putting the values, each value into array. That ARR of $2. I am analyzing only $2. That's why I am keeping all array elements in the $2. And the okay, what is this mean? This mean that this is the values. All these values. This not means suppose first I push 100 into this array. Okay, there are no values in that array. Again, I am pushing again plus plus means it will go iterate to second one. Again, it will check the 200, 920 is present in the array. No, it is only 100 only present. That's why it both second one is added. Third one plus plus means 920 plus plus means 400. Next element we can say all these are array elements. Next element add 400 is present. No, it has array has only these two. That's why 400 array element is not there. That's why 400 these three elements added. Now again 400. Again this array checks 400 is present. I see 400 present. That's why it won't add. Same kind of this 400 like that. This is the meaning of this not ARR $2 plus plus. We can put any name. You need not put ARR. You can put K. That is array name. That is our wish. This $2 is uh, which column you need to analyze. You need to put like this. Okay. See, I want to make unique of the second column and print entire lines. Let's see. You can print $1, $3. Oh, how it is coming. Okay, we didn't put comma na. Comma, if you put comma, it will give space. If you don't put comma, we need to mention it the space and everything is covered na. You can put something like this. Plus, let's try this, how it works. No, it don't work. Okay, let's see the this printf out in the advanced session. Okay, sort Unix done. Okay, okay, is the file any file um, length, any line length. Suppose length of this. Okay, length of this line cat. Okay, you can see entire this count number of characters. That is called length of the line. Suppose this. Yeah, this is the length of the line. Okay, I want to print the length of the lines, each length. Okay, using AWK. Let's see. AWK print $0 length of $0. You see? Yeah. First line length is 24. Second line length is 23. You can put if statement also. Length of $0 greater than 23. Then print. Okay. Okay, I will go to the next session. I think AWK. This is enough right now. Okay, next one. Okay, I want to create new user. This is the command. I think someone disturbing. Okay, I want to create new user. For creating users, you need to go to root user. Login as root. Sudo su hyphen root. I'm logging as root. Now I am. Now you will check who am I. I am root. Okay. How many users logged in? Just display. Who means it will display in this system how many users logged in already. This training also user. Earlier I was in training. Now I came to root. Okay. Who you are means which user you are in. Who means how many users you are logged in this Linux box. Okay. Next thing I want to create user in this command. User add is a only command to create user, and then I am linking this to some bash file. I'm just executing the bash command using this user add. This user I am giving permissions running on bash, and then this is the -d directory. For this user I am creating the home directory, -m -g, it will create without user without password. Okay, let's run this command. I don't think so it will work here. I can copy from here. Mm, okay, test user created. Okay, now I want to create a password for this user. Just do passwd password created successfully. Now I am going to test user. Now who am I? It will display the which user you are logged in. Okay. Now I want to change password in the their admin user. I have changed created and then created user and then I have created password. Now I want to change the password as a test user. Same command. You try passwd. If you want to change password, you can change as a user. First of all, it will ask the previous password, current password, which now it will ask new password. Okay, password updated successfully. PASSWD means you want to change the password change. Okay, okay, you can check how many users logged in. Training and then you only. Okay. Mm, Next thing is how many process running in this system. PS-EAF. These are the list of process running in this machine. You see, uh, so su root to bash. Bash means this terminal, and then Python sysconfig, genome screen server. All these are services, or we can think like application. All are applications. You see how so many are running. If I want to know, open Notepad, it will also show here. Let's let's open any dummy.txt. Let's see ps-eaf. You see gedit. You can extra. I'm running once again to see that. You see this application I have opened. I can close this application using this command, using this into. How we can close this application here? Kill. This is the process ID. Okay, 1771. Operation not permitted. You need to do force kill. No, not F. You need to do 9. Why? Ideally, it should kill this process. Mm, Okay, and let's close this. Ideally, to stop any process, that kill will do the stopping process. If it is not killed, we need to do forceful kill. Kill-9 is a forceful killing, forceful stopping that process. This is the process idea of that. Okay, now you see PS-EAF that was closed. Now we have closed that one. Now sleep 200. I'm running this in background. Okay, this is the process ID. Okay, let's see. Sleep command. Oh no, sorry. L is not printed. Okay, this is the process ID. You can PS-EAF grep. Yeah, this is that sleep 200 is there now. This is the process ID of that sleep. If I want to kill this process, kill 1781. It's killed. You check the first line got terminated. See, it is showing terminated. Okay. Again, you try once again. That will not show. Okay. Okay. This is the temporary process. If you put anything instead of sleep, you can put this line come. How can we know the process is running? Apart from this, it should display two things, two lines. One line is only for this process, and second one, this is the main thing. This is we have to note. Okay, in this place, which process, which application is running, we can check here. Okay, you want to check any process related, any Java application or Java application running, you can put Java. It will display. Now it is here it's not displaying. You can see any. If you want to install Java, let's see sudo apt get. Okay, it is not installing because this is the only how to install Java. If you want to install something as any C library or CPP, this is the only the procedure. Okay, we'll see this one later. Okay, how to install application. This is only the we can put this will install directly from internet. If you want to download any Java module and then you can install sudo apt get install Java. You need to put that one the installable. Okay, we'll discuss this installation process later. Okay, now I see the how many processes are running, how to kill the process. Okay, now PR stat or top, both are same. Uh, how many, suppose, okay, here, top means it will show the command which is consuming more memory. That means more memory, entire system, uh, this XORG is consuming more memory. and then next one is genome terminal, like that. Top command will show the process which is consuming more space, more memory. Okay. In this place, percentile CPU, how many threads are in waiting state. Okay. This will show that that is one thread, nothing but suppose 100 people or 200 people access your system at a time. Suppose let's say bus scenario and then bus passenger scenario. Suppose suddenly train came and all the people are rushing to go to enter into bus to get seat. While coming into the bus door, all 100 people rushing to the door. That means, uh, but we can that 100 people cannot enter at a time into the bus. That means some waiting stays. Uh, they are throwing. They are coming to the bus footpath and then going to one by one, entering into one by one. That means remaining first person is going to the bus means 90 people are waiting. That kind of waiting is showing here. This is the waiting time. Waiting. How much? How many thread? But each passenger we can name it as thread here. Okay. These are called how many passengers are waiting. Okay. In this, this is the suppose these are different routes you can mention. In this route, there are so many people like that. These parts are consuming this much of memory. Top. Okay. PR start is it will work in a different Linux system. Now here it top is working. Okay. Now with this today's class, this class is done. We'll continue with the next class.